All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Pilot, 64, weak.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The 20. 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
We got this.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set up, 30 base.
So don't say nothing.
Check it out, read.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, check 24, watch 24.
Ready, ready.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's crashing.
First carry for Raquel Armstead. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Minshew throwing on third down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Three yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
That's trash. 44, Mike, 44. Fire.
From the gun on third down. Barrett into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This is Hines. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
44, Mike, 44.
Hey, orbit.
Fellas, let's set a tone.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
25, check 25, check 25. Slam.
Shoot.
Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Ringo.
Hey, foxtrot. Ready.
Barrett looks to throw on first. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Fair.
Check 47. Let's go one more. Back. Slam.
Big river.
Here's Barrett on play action. Complete to Hilton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He has already cracked the century mark in receiving in this opening quarter. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Mike Spofo.
I'm coming.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Quick throw here to Hilton. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Hey, Echo.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Let's go, defense.
Hard.
Check. Lucky.
Hit it.
On third down,
Check
Barrett.
26. Check 26.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to break.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, wahoo! Five.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got it to Hilton. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Set, ready, 18.
Squeeze, double.
On 1st down, it's Mack. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Off the play fake, Barrett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dwayne Smoot in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The kick by McManus is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, ready. 60 yards.
48's to Mike.
Check Mike, check Mike.
Big rip,
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, let's go.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
You're out.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
Hit it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Barrett, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Barrett. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
That QB's trash. Let's
Go.
Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Okay, ready?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, zoom.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Check.
Let's go.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st down, Barrett to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Grant Haley in on the stop. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Come on, set. 50, play.
13.
Here we go.
1st and goal at the
Kill.
6-yard line.
Turn.
Big grip.
Back to throw Barrett. They'll run the screen with Mack. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Mike 50.
Watch twist.
Here's Hines. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 30 base.
He wants the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Buzz. Buzz.
Alert 3.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Check 50. Check 50.
Shift.
Five.
Minshew sets to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Ready.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Shift.
Smooth.
He's coming. We got double up.
Go. Jackrabbit. Come on, go.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, keep it up. Check 99. Say,
Hey, Haywood.
check 52.
Shoot.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
44, Mike, 44.
I'm coming for you.
Rock it.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Gone.
Watch out. Check 43.
Now.
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Man, they're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Hey, Charlie.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Fofo's a Mike. Mike's Fofo. Pick it up.
Leo.
Watch twist.
Lee Griffin.
Operating from the gun. Barrett.
Double up.
Over the middle here, it's Hilton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on 2nd down. Barrett, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
You better be afraid of me.
Hey.
Be afraid of me.
40 to go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barrett And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Let's make these babies, hey, orbit.
No, off. Hey, switch gears. SOS.
Get it.
SOS.
On 2nd down, Minshew. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Hey, Foxtrot.
58
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Minshew. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
24, check 24. Watch twist.
Let's go.
Here's Minshew. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, wahoo!
Check. Watch the screen. Switch. Alert flare.
Ready?
Throwing again. Barrett. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go, D. Undercut.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
8-3.
Ronnie Harrison on the tackle.
Recon, 132, 5.
On third down, Hines. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Looking deep for Hilton. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown, baby. Touchdown.
Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. McManus's point after is good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 24, check 24.
80 weapon. 5.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, exit. Bang, 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 bang. Let's go.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. The open man is Shark. It's complete. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
That's a pick, boy. That's a pick. Going the other way.
Minshew's pass intercepted.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now it's Hines, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 45 on 2nd down, Barrett, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. 44 is the mic. Check.
Here's Barrett on play action. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
30 base. 6-man. Check curls. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's got room. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He's got it to Hilton. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Under 10. 10. Smooth.
Big edge. Check.
Big rip.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Jackson now, eluding the pressure right. Looking long for Westbrook. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Check 13.
Check.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Fournette, a 1st down, still going. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Barrett looking to throw. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And that is incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Give me it. Pick up the ball.
Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
The mic, boy, 51. We got double up, double up, double up, double up.
Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun, flushed out right. That one complete. He finds Shark. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. And Jackson throwing once more. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Quick throw here to Hilton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
This goes to Mack on the check down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
44's the mic. Stop your whining.
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
44, Mike, 44.
To throw on third down, Barrett. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
49, check 49, check 49.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's third and short. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Jackson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. From the 2 now, second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Throwing here, Barrett. And he fends him off. Escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Hey, orbit.
Off the play fake, Barrett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The open man is Westbrook. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, able to avoid him. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They run with Hines. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, 95 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. So this one winds up in Indianapolis victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Indianapolis, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.